And one of the gentlemen that's putting together an event, his name is Ken McLean, I believe is his name, and he's a friend of mine on Instagram. We've been in contact for a little while. Anyway, he likes my work, and he came to me and said, "You know what? I want to offer you an opportunity. I would like for you to create this knife and put it in our charity." So it's going to be a silent auction on June 22nd, I believe. Excuse me. And basically, I got to put this knife together. I'm very honored for it. I'll tell you that, I'm very honored. Got to get this knife put together and get it out there on June. So currently, I'm doing some file work. So if you want to stick around with me and watch me work, you're welcome to. So yeah, you gotta forgive me. I'm all new to this live stream stuff, so I might seem a little nervous, but I'll make it happen. We're gonna make this happen. So I decided that basically just to battle my own PTSD, I'll use this to help bring awareness to those that have PTSD. I did not receive my PTSD from warfare, if you will. Mine is all due to an accident I had. And if you're curious about that, feel free to ask, and I'm happy to give you the details. I'm just gonna keep on filing until I get a few people in here, and we'll see what's going on. Yeah, I know my channel has definitely been slow going recently, but that's all due to, I guess, we'll say that's due to the PTSD and me not willing to basically get off my ass and go do some stuff and, keep my mind from playing over and over on itself. Basically I would come out here, get ready to do some stuff, and then just lose my drive. Yeah. But I've got a new outlook and a new mission to make sure that I don't just sit around and waste my time. I'm going to make sure it's productive. I'm going to make sure that I get stuff done and try to share with the community. And by the way, you guys are such an amazing community. I just got to share with the community, what I can do and what I like to do. And I'm going to use that as my personal therapy. I'm not one of those people that I don't want to go lay on a couch and talk to somebody, pay somebody for hours on end. I would rather sit here and talk to people that have similar interests and are in the same, realm as myself. I take that as personal therapy, so it's a lot easier for me to sit here and talk to a screen than it is for me to talk to somebody that I'm paying hundreds of dollars for, them to scribble a doodle on a pad. So there's that. So yeah, back to this knife. Going on, I would like for you to be a part of, and he said, "Hey man, jump in." So yeah, a good buddy of mine, also on Instagram, who is sharing in this feat, and he actually sent me these really badass scales that are gonna go on this knife. You can see them. I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you do, you'll have a lot more detail on all of this. Well, I see 3 of you there. What's going on, guys? Glad to have you. I'm on my phone, so I can't really see what's going on or interact here. So let me see if I can change that, rotate the lines to see if this will work for me. Yeah, I'm new to this whole stream deal, people, so you got to bear with me on this. I guess it's not gonna let. And so, all right, I'll stay till my time to go live. Oh, okay. What's going on, brother? That's cool, man. Glad to have you. Aaron, have you guys joining me on my first live stream. Yeah, so I'm just doing some file work on a knife right now. I don't know if you called earlier, but I'll go back into it and explain. Gotta start somewhere. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, man, especially now that I can walk. See, I've been held back a lot. I had an accident back in April. I don't know if you follow my stuff or what all. I think actually you're following me on Instagram, so yeah, you probably have an idea. Um, yeah, what's going on? Yeah, so back in April, I was a truck driver. That was my career I had going on, and I got a new job with a company that kept me local after being out on the road for 2 years. And once I got that job, everything was going great. I was there a week. It was going fabulous, and it was working for a garbage hauler, basically. The big ass trailers that were full of garbage, from the dump. I had to take it to the dump and empty my trailer there. But we had to climb on top of these things and put a big ass tarp across the whole top. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it standing up there and walking through nasty garbage and everything. Anyway, I came down the ladder on the backside, and as soon as I stepped over the ladder, momentum just carried me down, and my hands released from the top of the ladder, and I dropped 13 feet straight down on my right leg. And before I knew it, I was laying on the ground. It was like a split second, and I'm on the ground, and I look down and I see the sole of my shoe, the bottom of my boot, sitting beside my right knee. So yeah, that was back in April, and I just started walking the 28th of last month. They finally told me I could start doing weight bearing, and now I'm walking. So I decided I'm going to make this shit happen. I'm going to make my channel happen. I'm going to make my product happen. I'm going to make my company happen. And I appreciate all the support and everybody coming along with me and helping me make it happen. And hopefully I can not only help me happen, but get up on everybody's videos. Hey, man, I understand, brother. I'm just talking. So if you guys are here to listen, fantastic. I missed that one. I'm on live today. Yeah, man. First time live, brother. Glad to have you here. Yeah, man. Just talking about, my accident, making this knife and whatnot. Yeah, doing some file work. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys heard earlier, but basically I was approached by a gentleman that is doing a event to bring awareness to PTSD, and 22 veterans a day taking their own lives due to PTSD. Awesome. Me too, brother. Yeah, and so yeah, whenever he asked me, he was like, I really like your work, and I want you to make a knife in your style that you can send up to this event, since I can't make it, obviously, to Montana. I'm in Georgia. So he told me to hook up a knife, basically, and send it to this event to go on a silent auction. And just from drawing the design, unfortunately, I don't have it with me. Just from drawing the design, I had a pre-offer of $250 to start just to start it off with. It was really awesome to have that offer. I felt good about my work when somebody says, hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and offer $250 for that drawing. And that blew my mind, and that just made me even more ecstatic to make this knife happen. And I also included a good friend of mine. His name is Aaron Fincannon, out in Washington, I believe. Yeah, he's out in Washington. And he made these scales that he salvaged from an American flag. All right, so basically, this American flag was, I don't know exactly where he found it, but it was all tattered up, and it was going to be destroyed. So instead of allowing this flag to be destroyed, he decided to make micarta out of an actual American flag. And whenever I got this project, I thought, what a perfect way to help represent by having an actual American flag in the scales. So I think that's really awesome. So instead of being thrown in the garbage, they just salvaged it forever. And it's really awesome. He did a great job. This is how they are starting to look as I'm grinding on them and whatnot. Oh, sorry, just trying to read everything here. Right on. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I've been making the custom knives basically ever since my accident. I just decided to run with it. This is my new career. I'm never going to drive a truck again. So my new career is custom knives. And I've got a lot of other stuff that my wife and I are doing, a lot of other projects. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was made by Aaron Fincannon was his name. He goes by Iron Fin. check him out on Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, you definitely should check him out. But yeah, man, let me give you an idea of what's going on here so you guys know. Thanks, man. This is what I got working with so far. I'm doing some file work right now, just starting it. There will be a video on this. I'm going to put together a little thing of all the work that I've been doing on it. There will be a video on this. I normally do hand forged work, but I decided for this project I wanted to maintain precision to make sure that I kept that good, flat, precise blade. So I decided to go with stock removal on this. And I learned something with the stock removal. 1095 is a lot damn harder on your files when you don't forge it, because obviously it doesn't anneal enough, if you will. It doesn't get soft enough, but you can still file it. But man, you're going to go through some files, especially if they're cheap ass files, which I have, let's be honest, cheap files. But you got to start somewhere, as you said before. Yeah, man, I'm going to make this knife and throw those scales on there. And yeah, I think it's really awesome that the project is bringing awareness to veterans with PTSD. And I really like the project because after my accident, I have been suffering with PTSD. I keep reliving the accident over and over in my brain. And I just decided at this point, I'm over it. I'm not going to let it hold me back anymore. I'm officially allowed to start walking, which is really freaking awesome, dude. I'm really happy to be walking. So, yeah, man, we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. I appreciate you guys sticking around and hanging out with me. That's really cool. Also, if there's anybody out there on the keto diet, which I am, I've lost 90 pounds, right on. This is actually keto-friendly Monster. Check it out. If you're an energy addict like myself, you definitely should check it out. Not advertised, by the way. Yeah, man, I was watching Tim this morning, and he totally got me in a let's do this mindset. Aaron, I wasn't aware you're of that, but I appreciate you saying that, man. I'm honored myself that the guy came up to me. Again, Ken McLean is his name. Check him out on Instagram, Ken McLean. Yeah, he approached me, and I was kind of dumbfounded at first. Initially, I thought it was some kind of, hey, let me get some of your stuff so I can sell it. But then I read into him, looked at his projects and everything he had going on, and it's a really awesome event, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. I am just ecstatic that he approached me and said, I want you to help me bring awareness to this. And it fell right in line with what I had going on in my own head. Like I said, I'm not a vet. I can't put my place, I can't put myself in those shoes at all to say that I know what you're going through, but I can say I officially understand PTSD. And I want to help bring awareness to that because I know what it's doing to me, even if it's minor, even if it's very minor. I know what it's doing to me in my head. I know what it's doing to me when I wake up and I have this drive for the day and I come out and I sit at the forge and I light the fire and I lose every bit of drive because I have stuff rolling through my head. Just the fact of being able to bring awareness with this project, it's helping me battle it in my own mind. That's how I took this project. That's my way of stepping out of my own shell and helping someone else that's worse off than me, or just the fact of bringing awareness is awesome, guys. I mean, I really love that part, and I'm very honored to be a part of it. Dude, I got to tell you, these files suck. But when you're broke, you use what you got to use, right? Yeah, this micarta turned out really awesome, man. I was very happy about it. I don't know if you heard earlier, but it was an American flag that was going to be trashed. It kind of resembles the project in a way because, for instance, this was issued to America, used by America, and this whole project is, American soldiers that are used by the government, spit out, if you will. It's not a good thing. But looks like I have some company. Anyway, basically, the gist of what I was getting to with that was this flag represents the same thing as, instead of this flag having to be destroyed after being used and tattered and worn, instead of being destroyed, it was immortalized by being put in this micarta. So it kind of represents those 22 veterans a day. If I am able to make this knife and have one person have a happy day because they ended up with it, if I can have one person like that, then I accomplished my mission. So, yeah, I guess that's all I can say about it, man. That's what my mission is here. If I can help one person with making this knife and bringing awareness to PTSD, and I'm gonna do what I can to make it happen. So yeah, if you guys have any input on the blade as I go along, yeah, you're welcome to follow me. I post every day on Instagram about what's going on with this blade and everything. So you're more than welcome to jump in, give me some advice on things that we might want to do to it. I was planning on, of course, I got to put my first degree Forge logo on one side, but I was planning on putting the number 22 etched into the blade on the opposite side. I don't know if you guys think that's pretty cool or not, but that just helps to represent the 22 veterans a day. And it's a Montana Mission 22 project. It's a hashtag deal. You should check that out. But Montana Mission 22 project. That's what this blade is being made for. That is awesome. Get that. That's awesome, brother. Yeah, if you guys want to check out my other videos, I just want to let you know. I'm new to this, like half of us out there. I'm learning how to do the whole YouTube deal. I've got some videos out there. Some of them are good, some are hilarious, some are not. But yeah, give me some input on my videos and let me know how I'm doing. If I need to make some changes, if suggestions you have, I'll see what I can do to give back to the community. Yeah, it is like crap. Yeah, that's how that actually it's just started. See, I was working on 1095. Now, when I forge the 1095, it's not a problem for my files, I guess, because it's softer, But whenever this one is stock removal, and it is eating up these files, man. I don't know if you can see that or not, but man, yeah, these files are trash. But again, I'm a broke ass smith, so I use what I can get. Yeah, that one's working better. Yeah, it seems like I got a couple of spots harder than the other, but when I bought this steel, it said it was a nil. But I'm thinking they only did a half-ass process on that one. Yeah, I'm thinking it's turning out pretty all right, man. I'm digging on it. What you guys think so far? It's a pretty nice design. Yeah, work with what you got, man. That's all you really can do. And most of the stuff that I have is actually this entire shop I got. I'll give you a quick little. It's messy as hell, but it's a big shop. And the shop and half of the stuff that's in it, actually more than half, probably, I don't know, 80% of the stuff that was in this shop, I guess you can say was kind of willed to me. This is my wife's grandfather's house, and we were in the process of remodeling the house after her grandfather passed away. And we were here remodeling it so long that we just moved in, so we've been living here for a good 5 or 6 years. But basically, when we moved in, the building and all of its contents fell in my lap. So I ran with it, and yeah, now I'm a knife maker and a blacksmith, and basically just I pretend to forge sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, check out my videos, man. B&B. Hey, what's going on, B&B? Yeah, glad to have you guys here. Yeah, this is my first live stream, man. I hope you guys like it. I hope to improve a lot as we go along in the future. But yeah, man, I'm glad you're here. I'm damn glad you're here. That's really awesome. Even if it's one person hanging out, that means I got somebody interested. So that's really cool. But yeah, you guys got to check this out. I'm a little unsure as to what I'm going to do with this yet. I actually thought about doing uh, trying to remember the design. Basically, like the EDC knives. I don't know if you ever see that. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That's right, B&B. So yeah, basically, I don't know if you see the EDC knives that have the file lines just from one side to the other. That gives it a kind of a ridged, rocky pattern. That's what I'm thinking about doing with these. Basically, because as you can see, whenever I started grinding in, you can see each layer of the flag. It's not quite lined up, but each little layer of the flag has its own color. Unfortunately, in between the white and the red, where they were where the epoxy bled together, it's pink. So in order to avoid that as much as possible, I'm going to have to grind down to the side. So I'm thinking that just a bunch of grinds like this, going down the side, going both ways, will make it look the best. If you got any input on that, please feel free to let me know. But yeah, remember I'm working with very minimal, very shitty tools until people buy some stuff. So yeah, man, check out my eBay. Yeah, man, I finally decided this morning I was over it. I was over it. I was watching Tim. I know you guys were there. I was watching Tim a little while ago. I was just in the future. It's not have a camera on where oh, it just disappeared on me. Let me try that again. Okay. Should work. Gotcha. Work that right. Yeah, that sucks, man. I was right in the middle of working on it when I realized that right in the center section doesn't seem to be a nil. The ends are. Like whenever I bought the steel a little while, well, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, if even that. But anyway, it says it was a nil. All right. It's not. Basically, yeah. Just the whole center, like 4 inches of this blade is it's not annealed. It's not soft in any way. I'm trying to make it happen. Yeah, all I've got is my damn phone. You know, we'll get better in the future, guys. I promise you that. Yeah, we'll get better in the future. Well, there's at least that, and I appreciate the beard comment there. Yeah, I like it too. I've been growing it for a while. Actually, just not growing it back out. I had it down to here and then cut it all the way off. And you know, I got tired of laying around in the bed because I couldn't walk with a giant beard getting tangled in my hair. You know, so that was a problem. But you can't see me. Yeah, that works. No, I did not go to Morehouse. This was a Goodwill hoodie. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Yeah, there is going to be a video on this build, just so you know, future reference. The only part that's not going to be in it is here while I'm talking to you, you know, because it'll be on YouTube anyway. But yeah, probably in about, I'd say a week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks, I'll have the video out. Yeah, it does move quite a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, we're going to have to work on that, guys. I promise you my next live stream will be much better. But hey, you got to learn from the first one, right? You got to learn. Dude, I'm just happy there's people here hanging out. For real. Yeah, I'm also thinking about trying out this, see if you guys like it. You know, I got to get a little oil in there, but yeah. I got a nice little mustache going on. I think I can do some handlebars. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do that with a nice little suit or something on my next live stream just to give you guys a good laugh. I don't know. If you want a good laugh, you got to check out my hand sanding video. That one is hilarious. I was told I was a evil Mozart with that video. So yeah, you got to check that one out now. Here, 26 minutes. Right on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to just do a couple of thermal cycles on it at least. Soften it up a bit right there, just to finish the file work on the spine, because it's pretty rough right there in the center. The ends aren't a problem, but doing right there in the center, that's a problem. Because let's see if I can show you. Basically, from here back is soft. And from here forward is soft. All this is hard. And you can see file work okay, file work not happening. File work okay. Yeah, so thinking a couple of thermal cycles. Let's see what we got going on. Where's my chat? There it is. Better than a bow in the hair. I guess I'm gonna have to catch that one. I must have missed it. But yeah, that's what I got going on right now. I don't like the little pom-pom at the end, but I got frizzy ass hair and I am in Georgia, so the humidity always makes it go poof. Yeah, it's like the worst humidity around. Always here in Georgia. Yeah, unfortunately, all the files I've been working with are dull. The only good ones I have are in the house. Now that is the question. Which way do I want it to run? And that's the way I want it to run. All right. Sorry, I talk to myself sometimes while I'm working. Well, future reference, if you guys have any questions or anything about me and what I got going on, please feel free to ask. I may end up not talking and just sit here and filing. So, initiate some conversation and maybe I can tell you what you want to know. All right. Yeah, it seems to be like that. Yeah, we always think that of our states. Yeah, Georgia, I think it's everywhere basically in the South, like Southeast, is all the same humidity. Louisiana's probably the worst. Yeah, I remember when I was driving a truck. I was out on the road for 2.5 years, and I went through 43 of 48 states. I didn't go into North Dakota or anything. I didn't go into New York and above. Jersey was the closest I went there. But yeah, Louisiana's definitely the worst humidity. It's all the bogs and everything down there. Definitely the worst. Yep. Where are you located, B&B? I totally forgot. I know that I've talked to you quite a few times, or at least through messages in your videos with a couple here on Instagram. Yep, Virginia. Oh, dude, in those mountains, like right, what is it? Just before fall, right as summer is getting the worst in Virginia, when you get all the mist and fog and everything up there in the mountains. That is the worst time to drive a truck, man. I did not like the Virginia mountains in a truck. Still beautiful regardless. I just hate driving there. Yeah, so you're pretty much the same humidity. Yep, right on. Yeah, sweet, dude. Appreciate it, Abby. Right on, man. I appreciate that watch time. 'Cause I definitely have 0 watch time currently. I've got a few videos out, but I think I might have like 100 views on each one of them or something like that. But I stopped looking back at it. I stopped keeping up with it. I had a lot going on here, and I just didn't focus on it. And I decided, screw that. I'm gonna hang out with my community again because it's good people, definitely good supporters. And if I'm, hiding away from the community, it's not helping me at all, is it? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to buy some new files, man. That's a damn shame. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do that. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I just hit 30 minutes, and it'd be it from my first live. Damn right. If you stress over it, it will get to you. Yes, it will. That's why you just got to let it go. There's my camera. Yeah, stop stressing on it. Just let it go. Sincerely, I appreciate you guys for jumping in here and hanging out with me for the last half hour. So I'm definitely going to make a lot of improvements here. Please feel free to give me any input, any suggestions you want. I take all criticism, good or bad. I take it all as good. Even if you give me some shitty comment, I take that as, all right, we'll learn from that. But yeah, guys, I look forward to giving you a lot more stuff in the future, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out. I'm going to call this on my first live stream. Thank you very much again. You guys have a wonderful day.